Hello, my dearest friends, and welcome back to your Fertility Counselor podcast show. I'm so happy to be here with you for our very first solo episode of 2026, which opens up the second year of my podcast show. I'm so excited about it. Wherever you are listening from, maybe on a quiet morning walk, as I like to do, or on your commute, or snuggled up at home, I hope the new year has begun gently for you. A brand new year often carries a certain energy. I don't know about you, but I get really on fire when I start my new year. But what often happens as well with my fire is that it distinguishes, at least in the past, after a couple of weeks, and then my whole resolution about like going to the gym, doing meditation, doing this, doing that, and all these great things that I listed up that I want to do are all gone out of the window. So for some people, there is a sense of possibility, of hope. It's like a fresh start. And for some of you, 2025 may have been a year of deep longing, uncertainty, or grief, or exhaustion. And now for others, it may have brought a new joy or long-awaited pregnancy, a baby, some healing or clarity. And now for many, it was likely a mix of all of this, because that is what the fertility journey often is, a dance between hope and heartbreak, between holding on and letting go. So today, it's all about 2026. It's all about talking honestly about resolutions and habits and the stories we tell ourselves at the beginning of a new year, especially when life feels unpredictable or out of control. And yeah, I get you. I don't like to be out of control at all. But you know what? Whenever I let go of my control, that's where magic often happens. So I really want to talk about those magic moments today as well. So because maybe, and just maybe, you don't need a new you this year, perhaps all you truly need is a gentler you. So relax and sit back and let's begin.
Hello and a warm welcome to my podcast show, Your Fertility Counselor. I'm your host, Tanya Fessler, and together we will dive into all things fertility, offering support, expert insights, and practical evidence-based advice for anyone navigating their fertility journey. So grab a cup of tea and make yourself comfortable. Let's get started.
So let's start with this. Every January, millions of people set resolutions. And do you know what research shows? A well-known study from the University of Scranton found that only 8% of people actually keep their resolutions throughout the year. And more recent behavioral science research suggests that about 80% of resolutions are abandoned by February. Imagine, February. It's the second month of the year. And the question is, why? Because resolutions often come from a place of pressure, perfectionism, or comparison, but not from true desire or readiness. So think about it. I should exercise more. I should meditate every day. I should be more positive. I should lose weight. I should stress less during IVF, and so on and so on and so on. The moment that the word should enters the conversation, the nervous system responds with tension. So it becomes something you must achieve rather than something you gently grow into. And then resolutions often fail because they require instant transformation. But humans, especially humans going through fertility challenges, don't thrive with drastic change. We thrive with rhythm, with support, with compassion, and consistency. So something that I tried out with the word should is I just replaced it with I can if I really want to. So try that out. Next time you hear yourself talking about, oh, I should go exercising, I should go running, I should go early to bed. Instead of saying that, replace it with, oh, I can if I really want to go for a run. I can go for my exercises if I really want to. And I can go to bed early if I really want to. It completely transforms your energy. So please try this out because it's been working magic for me. I can tell you from my own experience. And so now, instead of maybe coming up with resolutions, it could be habits. So I mentioned habits earlier in my 2025 podcast, and it's really based on a book that James Clear wrote, the author of Atomic Habits. And it says it so beautifully. You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. And this is why habits actually work. Number one, habits are small. They don't overwhelm your nervous system. They meet you where you are. And number two, habits are identity based. Instead of I will meditate every day, try I'm someone who gives my nervous system small moments of calm. How does that sound? So beautiful, isn't it? And then number three, habits don't judge you. If you miss a day, the habit doesn't disappear. It simply waits there for you and holds the space. Number four, habits can be adaptive, especially in a fertility journey where life changes suddenly. Cycle dates, appointment, symptoms, emotions, habits give you a flexible foundation, no rigid rules. And that's what I really love about habits. And I'm 100% habit person. I can tell you that habits work the best for me. So that's why I've been following my morning routine so easily because I don't even have to set an alarm clock. I wake up before 5 a.m. in the morning. I start off my day with my meditation, followed by journaling, followed by movement, and then followed by my precious, precious morning walk in nature. And this is what I can tell you really works the magic. So whatever your morning routine is, whatever your habits are, and it can be really small ones. I mean, I'm talking about a morning routine that I've been testing and trying out and adapting and changing and for the past 3 years. So you have someone here who talks from experience. And so don't take that as, the must go. You can start with something really small. When I started off with just a simple 2 minutes meditation and 10 deep breaths. And then I started to stack my habits. Stacking means you take one habit and put a new one on top of it, and you bundle it so that it gets like one new, bigger habit. And so this is like what really worked for me. So instead of having those heavy resolutions, if you are the type of person that it comes across heavy and didn't work for you in the past, what about if we would focus on a gentle foundation? And here are 3 areas I invite you to explore. It could be a habit of self-compassion. Self-compassion is not indulgence. It is emotional regulation. Research by Dr. Christine Neff shows that self-compassion actually reduces anxiety and increases motivation. So it keeps your inner world safe enough to grow. So this could look like placing your hand on your heart for 10 seconds or speaking to yourself the way you would speak to a dear friend. I can't emphasize enough on that, by the way. Giving yourself permission to not be strong every day And this alone can change how you walk through 2026. Another way is also how you can come up with a habit of connection. And this might mean one check-in with your partner each week, or one honest message to a friend. And it could be sharing, hey, it's a messy, chaotic day today. I'm not in the right space. Or it could be, wow, I'm jumping with joy. And then also joining a support community. Joining and supporting a community can really bring a lot of magic as well, because it can bring so much joy and lift up our spirits and just fill our heart to the brim. Loneliness amplifies stress hormones. Connection helps your nervous system to settle. And during fertility treatment or uncertainty, this is profoundly important. And then there is this other area, a habit of microjoy. Research in positive psychology shows that small, frequent moments of joy have more emotional impact than big occasional ones. Microjoy is a beautiful cup of tea, a 2-minute dance in your kitchen, sunlight on your face, for example, or laughing at a silly reel. These aren't cliches. They are tiny doses of regulation for your mind and body, and make you glow from inside out. So, why do some people keep their resolutions? Well, if we turn to our research, the individuals who do stick to goals share 3 things. Number 1, they attach their resolution to a deeper why. And not I want to exercise more, but it's more about like moving my body helps me feel more emotionally steady. And so each time you struggle with that goal or with your resolution, let's raining, or I'm tired, let's not go to the gym today, then ask yourself for a moment, just check in. What is the why? Why am I doing this? Why do I want to exercise? And then really honestly remind yourself, what was that why? So it's worth actually, when you write down your resolution, it's worth writing down your why at the same time. Number 2, they build supportive environments. Habits grow where the environment makes them easy. So for example, laying out your yoga mat the night before, or keeping your journal next to your bed, or planning your week to include rest before stimulation works absolutely wonder. I cannot emphasize enough on that. When I have a new habit I want to start, I prepare everything and organize everything in such a way that it's there, it's ready, it's visible, and I would be foolish not to do it because it's so simple to start doing it. So trick yourself, because your brain doesn't want to have complexity in life. Your brain doesn't want to decide all the time, especially not early morning. And as you know, I wake up before 5 a.m. So at 5 a.m., my brain is too lazy to make decisions. So I already have my journal and my pen placed there the night before. I already know which meditation I want to play the next morning, so that everything is ready in the morning. And I just go from one to the next to the next. Make it easy. Make it as a supportive environment. And number 3, they allow imperfection. So this is the biggest one, really. The people who succeed aren't perfect. They simply restart without shame. If Christina Carson from Your Dream Life Starts Here wouldn't have reminded me over and over again that it's about progress and not perfection, and then gave me that nudge or better kick to start off my podcast, I would have sat there in 2025 and not done a single episode. Because when I was thinking about it in 2023 and 2024, I always thought, but then I need the right mic, or then I need a different laptop, or then I need a different background, or, I made it really complicated. And I was looking for that perfection, which I couldn't find. And then she just gave me that nudge and just said, like, it's about progress, not perfection. And here I am with all these episodes now in my pocket and all the experience and the joy that I collected throughout, and actually all helped me to grow as well, to come so far. So if I can do it, certainly you can do it too. So as we wrap up today's first episode of the year, or second, because it's my first on my own, the first one was last week, I want to offer you this. You are allowed to begin softly. The new year doesn't ask you to reinvent yourself. And it asks you to return to yourself, actually, to honor your energy right there where you are, to honor your body, to honor your story, and to honor what you've carried and what you're ready to lay down. If 2025 was heavy, may 2026 bring you breath, space, clarity, and beautiful, magical connections. If 2025 was filled with longing, may 2026 offer moments of hope you can trust. And if 2025 brought you joy, may that joy grow and spark even deeper roots for you. So thank you. Thank you for being here, and thank you for letting me accompany you on this journey. And thank you for choosing gentleness with yourself, with your dreams, and with your heart. I can't wait to hear your amazing stories, your amazing dreams for this year. I can't wait to hear what you have to share, what your experience is. Bye for now, and see you next week.
Thank you for joining me on this episode of the Fertility Counselor podcast. Remember, you are not alone on this journey. If you need support or have any questions, reach out to us via email at inquiries@counselingconnects.com. Don't forget to follow us on social media at Fertility Connects. We'd love to hear from you. If you want to learn more about us and the services we offer, head to www.fertilityconnects.com. And if you're looking for support beyond fertility, visit www.counselingconnects.com. Take care, and we'll see you in the next episode.